What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I've got for you some brand new UPLINK gameplay. I'll throw out this disclaimer first that I only got an Xbox 2 days ago, so I'm really not that used to the controller. I've played on like Sony controllers all my life, so using like an Xbox controller is kind of weird for me, so forgive me if my aim is a bit off or if I'm acting like a noob, because it's just a little bit different to the Sony controllers. But nevertheless, got an Xbox and I've got this gameplay for you guys, and this is UPLINK. I'm really excited for this map in particularly because this is a remastered version of Summit. If you didn't know already, or if you couldn't tell by the actual map structure, this is Summit, and it's really cool to see that they've brought it back. And I'm not sure whether Summit is my favourite map from Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 is definitely my favourite COD out of the whole COD series, and I'm not sure whether Summit will be my favourite map. It will definitely be in the top 5 though. But you can leave me a comment, tell me what is your favourite COD and what's your favourite map inside that COD. This is definitely one of those, as I say. So I'm happy they brought it back, and but I can't decide which I like better, because Infinity Ward, they have their own method of bringing back old maps into the current Call of Duties, as well as Treyarch. Treyarch like to reimagine maps. They like to completely bring them back like you've never seen before. They change the textures, and you wouldn't really be able to tell it's the same map just at a glance. Obviously, if you were to play, it'd probably be able to tell. But it has the same layout and feel, so you wouldn't actually be able to know from the outlook. But if you go through and you use the domination points or the bomb plants, you'd be able to actually see that it's the same map, and you'd see the lines of sight. Generally, the lines of sight stay the same. Sometimes they do change though. In firing range, they did remove some, but nevertheless, it's the same map, and they've been doing it since COD 5 really, or Black Ops 1 with COD 5, because they brought back Cliffside, which was a World at War map, and that was Hazard in Black Ops 1. It was a DLC map, and yeah, they reimagined it. You couldn't really tell. I wasn't really a huge fan of Call of Duty 5. I was more into COD 4 at the time, but Call of Duty 5, they brought one of the maps back into Black Ops 1, and now so far we have Summit and both firing range in this game, Black Ops 2. Summit is this map called UPLINK, and firing range is brought back as Studio in the Uprising DLC, if you didn't know. And so that's really cool. They brought back 2 maps so far, and it'll be interesting to see if they possibly bring back a third in the next DLC, or maybe the next DLC will be 4 maps of old maps from Black Ops 1, or maybe it'll be 4 zombie maps from the old games. We're really not too sure about what they will do, because Treyarch are very unpredictable, and their DLC structure, they normally do some very crazy things that we've never seen before. And all we know about Map Pack 4 so far is that it is going to release on the 27th of August. I made a video about that, and there was some leaked information inside the Call of Duty Elite source code of the website, and we actually found out there that the release dates would be July the 2nd, which was correct, and that means that August the 27th is more likely to be correct release date. So that's when to expect the Map Pack number 4 for Black Ops 2 to be on Xbox 360, and then as normal it will be on the PS3 and the PC platforms around a month later. But it's very interesting to see what there will be in the next DLC. I don't think it will be a conventional map pack with say 4 multiplayer maps and 1 zombie map. I think it will be very different, and I think they'll do something related to bringing back maybe 2 zombie maps from Black Ops 1 and Call of Duty 5, and then they might bring back another 2 maps from Black Ops 1, and maybe even they'll remaster one from Call of Duty 5. But I really don't think that they'll be doing something normal. And another thing that we do know is that they won't be bringing a new gun. Gun DLC is gone in Black Ops 2. The Peacekeeper was a one-off. It was initially part of the game, but then they decided to hold it back and release as the first DLC, which worked as a very good marketing technique. So there will be no more new guns in multiplayer, but bringing in new guns in zombies is very easy, and we can see that's possible in the Ray Gun Mark II, which is brought into buried zombies. And also, if you have the DLC, you'll be able to use the Ray Gun Mark II in all the maps, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Infinity Ward, they have a very different style of bringing back old maps, because they literally copy and paste the map back into the current game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I love to see my favourite maps, and they give it the same feel that it had in the old games. And it's kind of cool to revisit games like COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and we can see Infinity Ward brought back Vacant, Strike, Overgrown, and Crash, I believe. I'm not sure if there are any more, I can't remember. But they literally just copy and paste them mostly but they obviously they upgrade the textures and they make it look to the current engine to make it fit in with the game. But I guess they do something kind of sort of new, which they changed the doors around. I don't know if you noticed, but in the two maps Vacant and Strike, they actually moved the doors around and they added some doors, removed some doors in some buildings to basically change the flow and the accessibility of the maps. And it basically kind of is an upgrade to the map, but essentially it's the same map. It looks the same and you'll definitely be able to recognize it. But I really do like both styles, and obviously here we have an example of what Treyarch like to do. If you don't know, Treyarch and Infinity Ward are the two companies under Activision. Activision is the publisher, and Treyarch and Infinity Ward are the two actual developers of the game. They make the game, but this is definitely cool to see UPLINK. I was really excited to see what they'll be bringing back with it. And as I was in Xbox lobbies, this was the only map being voted for. Everyone was constantly voting for this map. And if you're in the Vengeance DLC playlist, you're probably going to run into this map quite a lot because everyone wants to see it, everyone wants to play it, and it's definitely the hot topic at the moment and definitely the most popular. So this is definitely what you're going to run into if you're getting Vengeance, then expect to see this. But if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like on it. There's definitely going to be some more videos on my channel with all the other multiplayer maps, so you can stay up to date, and you can subscribe to the channel if you want to see those when they're coming. You can look around my channel for those videos. And yeah, I've got some good tips and tricks and some very, very good advice for if you're hopping onto these maps for the first ever time. And so that's if you're going to be getting the DLC, or maybe you're on the PS3 or the PC platform and you've got to wait a month, unfortunately. Hopefully my videos will serve as kind of a fun thing to watch while you're waiting for the DLC. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos on channel. I'll also have some buried zombies videos if you're interested in those. If you're a zombie fan, I have loads of zombies videos and kind of tips and tricks on how to kind of get off to a good start and not have to waste time looking around for things and not knowing what you're doing, because zombies is always very confusing. But yeah, definitely search around for the buried videos. I'll have many of those too for you guys to watch. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Jump.